We're on our way over to see a lady. Her dad has a bunch of car parts. He was a car guy, loved cars. The great thing about it is she's not too keen on letting people in there, and we're gonna go in here and check it out.
All my rowdy friends are coming over tonight. We gon' play a little Hank, have a few drinks and roll the dice.
I just want to dig into here and just start ripping everything out of here. Yeah, old top loader.
Top loader, 3-speed.
Yeah. Here's a little
Small block Chevy intake manifold.
Yeah. Trannies. Man, I never thought I'd come all the way out here and see a bunch of trannies. What a bunch of cool stuff. See all this shit? A Model T. Look at this little shop. What is this, like a sprayer?
It's a Steve sprayer. It's all yours.
Small block Ford, but it's
One.
just the style of it.
Look at these exhaust manifolds that are porcelain.
Oh yeah.
Those were on a lot of old Packards and probably the LaSalle's. Yeah, isn't it cool? Thing's gorgeous. Wish your dad was here.
I know.
They got a million questions.
I was just-
So have you been here the whole time, or did you go on a like?
No, I've lived here most of my life.
This is a cool place.
Yeah. So we built this. These old Emeron poles. He asked the neighbor if he could use them. And built this himself.
This is pretty cool. Damn, he did a good job.
He told me about this one. He says, kiddo, I saw this and
Kiddo.
it's in great shape. I bought this as a surprise for him. I was saying, oh yeah, it's for me, but I was going to present it as a surprise. And then when I gave him the pink slip, he's like, no, I've got 3 others, and started working on them.
Yeah.
And this is the result of one of
The other one right here.
his last project. And
Oh, look at that.
pretty much done, but I have been a bad caretaker in keeping it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's those manifolds right there.
Yeah.
Better keep your eyes wide, 'cause they don't play nice. I can almost guarantee.
His dad was probably like, you know what, I got all this shit laying around, I'm just gonna hang it all up. Damn, that's cool as hell.
Yeah, it is, huh?
So this is why he loved the LaSalle's. He probably found this old girl and he's like, you know, we're gonna make a hot rod out of that sucker. Oh yeah, dude, look at that got a Cadillac motor.
If you're looking for that outlaw shit, well, welcome to my show. 'Cause every time I entertain and get on stage,
These are, oh yeah, these are probably the ones that he would. He's probably got a torch, tip on this thing. Watch. Let's see. Yep,
Right there,
sure
yeah.
shit.
Oh,
See,
yeah.
torch
Oh, yeah,
tip,
I
but
remember there
that's a
were
big one. He must have been
parts.
welding some.
Flying across. And we have a
There's
cabin.
still some in here too.
Yep.
Yeah, there's still some shit in here.
Yosemite. And he has torch up there. I'm like, Dad, seriously? Yeah.
Still working.
That's cool.
I could weld some shit right now. Hell yeah, dude, I'd love to meet your dad. I bet he was so much fun.
There's a picture, right, over there?
What's that? This is the last time it probably got fired up, huh? Oh yeah, me and your dad get along good in here. I bet he got up every day and just wanted to come look at his you know, and just walk around in his stuff.
Working on something.
Always got something going.
when I step in the building,
Isn't that thing sweet? I mean, it's a little rough, but I like porcelain signs that are a little rough because that's all I can afford. So that's why I buy them. And I don't know, they just seem to like they tell a story when you find them like that. And this old building is just stupid, man. If you look at this old building and you look at all of the work that went into that, I mean, some poor guy broke this rock and stacked it, and it was her great-grandfather did it, and then her dad went ahead and finished a bunch of stuff on it, raised it up a little bit, and then they put this top on it. But there is so many cool things in here.
silverback gorilla swinging from the chandeliers.
Yeah, this is an old Massey Ferguson tractor. This thing is really complete, super clean. I guarantee you this thing runs. I'm not really sure exactly what year this Model T is. I'm gonna say it's after the brass era, because usually the grills on them were brass. So I'm gonna say this thing's probably in the 1920s, early 1920s. They had the little four-cylinder engine in them. They run good. It's got a hand crank right here on the front, and I did turn it over, and it does have, like, it turns over. This thing probably will run. This would be a cool one to. I'm not really a big Model T guy, but this is so cool, and it looks so badass that this definitely would be something that I would like to try to get my hands on. I think it would look cool just as yard art or parked somewhere in a museum area, which I'm working on right now. Oh man, back in here, there's just all kinds of cool stuff. I mean, we got some 1932 California license plates. I'm a really big fan of collecting anything 1932 because of the Great Depression, and there wasn't a lot of stuff around in 1932. This old stop sign's pretty cool. It's all porcelain, and these little holes right here had reflectors all in there. So when you were driving down the road, you could see the reflection in it. That's actually a pretty damn good idea. They should still actually have those, but that was really neat back in the old days. It's a cool sign. It's still worth something, even though it's beat up pretty bad. That's aluminum sign. Yeah, we can come back. We'll probably come back tomorrow and start trying to wheel and deal a little. So this is a Model T. This is actually kind of a cool car. It's a four-door phaeton basically, or the convertible. But this is really neat. Like, I even like the top that he's got on it. This is a cool little car. I love the headlights on it. This thing was built out of a bunch of little pieces he had laying around out here. And I guess they've never really got it running. It looks complete. I mean, it's got the Ford emblem right here. Made in USA. Pretty cool. Yep. 1927 Model T. So, neat little car. They're really cool. I mean, the thing of it is they're not like a Model A. A Model A, you can kind of get more parts for them, and they're a little bit easier to have fun with. But the Model Ts, they're so light and little. But man, I'll tell you what, these things used to off-road. You could off-road them. Some of the commercials of these cars back in the old days of them driving them off ledges and stuff, it's insane. But neat little car, really cool. Look at this old pump. These are skirts off of something. This old pump's pretty cool. That thing's neat. I wonder if it'll turn. Nope. She's locked up. That's a neat pump though. So they used to pump water, irrigate everything around here. Aluminum doors or galvanized aluminum off of something. I don't know what the hell them are off. Probably a truck. Small Model A wheels. Man, there's a lot of in there. This thing just packed full of bunch of headlight bezels. This is probably just a lot of parts. These old air pumps are kind of cool. Look at this.
The handles.
See where it says Ford? These are brass, and that says Ford. And if this one says Ford, I want these. No, that one don't, but I do want that one. Do want that one. For sure. And who knows what's buried in here? These are old It's an old LaSalle headlight, probably. It's a big old headlight. Those are kind of cool. These are old Ford Model T caps. Sediment bowls, that's what you call these. Well, instead of having a fuel filter, where it had a filter like we have filters now, this sediment bowl and the fuel would come in, it would kind of spin around, and the dirt and all the rust and stuff would go to the bottom. So then what you would do is every once in a while unscrew this. If I can get it far enough out. This would swing up like this. Then this bowl dropped out, and you dump everything out of it, clean it out, and then you put it back in. As far as consumables, if you're out in the middle of the ranch or the farm back then, you got to figure when they built these cars, they drove them across the country on dirt roads to get to where they're going. And you get that dirt in your gas tank, it would plug up filters quick, you know, stuff would get in your tanks. And this would, they called it a sediment bowl. So it just all your stuff would go down in the bottom of that glass. I mean, there's a whole bunch of them in here. There's this kind of style. It's a little bit different. See that? Here's another one. This one looks like they literally could take a pill jar and use a pill jar. Back then, your pills and all your, I don't want to break it, but like this is a Zenith, so they made Zenith carburetors and Zenith TVs later on, but Zenith, this is a sediment bowl too. I don't know if I can get it off, but basically that's a pill jar. For back in the old days, you could screw your pill jar back right back on there. Look at all these bearings. You got bearings and Ford hubcaps. Bearings. Oh shit. Like, there's just oodles of cool stuff in here that you don't realize. Windshield wiper motors. See that? Bet you didn't know that's what that was. These are run on vacuum. Vacuum windshield wiper motors. This is another style of a windshield wiper motor right here. I can get to it. Runs on vacuum. There's a cylinder that goes back and forth. Hear it? Hear that? It's actually still kind of good. That's what's crazy. These guys made this shit last forever. But you could probably hook this up to vacuum right now and it'll work. You know, you take the ends off and you can reseal them. But they made everything literally so you could repair it. Everything that they made back then, you could fix it. And now, you know, everything that you buy, you have to throw it away. And you get a warranty from AutoZone, and you just, or wherever you go to get it. And when it breaks, you basically throw it away and start over. Some good tools. Oh, I don't know why, but I love spark plugs. Look at all these spark plugs. I love spark plugs. Look at these. These old fat, old, probably still good, Champion. Love spark plugs. I'm gonna talk her into these spark plugs. I know it sounds stupid, and I don't know why I like them. Look at this brand new one, just rusted out. But I love spark plugs. I'm gonna do something. I've got a box of them at home, and I'm just gonna keep collecting them until I find out what I want to do with them. But, oh, so here's another one of those vacuum style windshield wipers. Hear it? So it runs on vacuum. There's your windshield wiper blade, and it just actually probably sat like this. And it did your window down like that. These usually set up on top of the windshield, not down below like they do now. Oh, that's a cool spark plug. These little cubby holes that her dad had were just so cool. Like, look at all this stuff. He came from a generation where they didn't throw shit away. You know what I mean? Like, they kept everything, and, you know, these are really cool. And he kept them all together. These you would push the front window open, and these were like the levers that would push the window open and then lock it open. Or you could put it back and close it and seal it. And then you would just manually tighten the window out like this. He's just got all kinds of really neat parts. You know, and if you're restoring a Model A Ford or anything. You know, this is heaven. This is heaven for a Ford guy. Model T, Model A, 32, 30. By 32, they were done doing this. 34, they went to a different latch style. But like Model Ts, like what a simple spring loaded, okay? And this would sit down on the fender of the car, and then you would pull this up and latch the hood down to hold the hood down. Well, they're probably 100 years old, actually, because they were doing them on everything back then. Oh, what else is in here that's so cool? See, like, you look in these little lockers. Model T headlight glass, caution. So this is kind of unique. Well, it's cool. You see this one's clear and this one's purple. So between probably like, I don't know, probably the late 1800s and the early 1900s, a lot of the glass had manganese in it. I think that's how you say it. When it would hit the sun, the UV of the sun would change the color of the glass and put it a natural tint like that. So if you see like visible gas pumps and things like that from like the early 1920s, they're purple. And that just shows age, and that's what happens when the sun hits it. Really neat. I would display, I think it's so cool. I would just keep it like this.
Yeah. You really want to know? Let me tell you.
How about we can make this run right here?